Hey Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 27th through April 2nd. We're going to connect here and we're going to see what messages are coming up for the collective here, the Aquarius collective. Keep in mind this is a general reading, therefore not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Just take what does, leave what doesn't. You may need a private reading, in which case, if that is the case, it's a good week for a private reading. I'm having a sale, which I'll talk about at the end. But for now, we're just going to check in here. We're going to pull the cards and see what messages we have coming up for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. So for the first card coming up here for the collective, we have the Ten of Swords, okay? The vibe, this card can come in several different ways, but the vibe I'm feeling here for the Aquarius collective is something is coming to a bittersweet end. Like you're ready for the next chapter, you're ready for the next thing. And there's people or situations that you're realizing you've outgrown. Like you've outgrown, you're seeing where there's certain karma that was being repeated, and you're deciding that it's time for the next thing. Like whatever I was going to do here, whatever I was going to learn here, I've done it and I'm not going to do it anymore. For whatever reason, I feel like it's a situation that has been bringing up a lot of inner child stuff. So I feel like a lot of you Aquarius are coming into like a time of completion in any inner child healing, any inner child retrieval or soul retrieval that has been working its way out through a certain situation. And now you're like, it's time to move on. And in some ways, it's like that little inner child is feeling sorry for the people who are getting left behind. Whoa. I just got a really vivid mental image here. I don't know if any of you have seen the Sia music video for Elastic Heart, and it's this little girl and she's in the cage with, what's his name, that guy, I'm forgetting his name, Shia LaBeouf, and they're having like this little battle between them, and then she finally slips through the bars of the cage and she's leaving, and she wants to heal that, that monster, that werewolf or whatever he's supposed to be, and she's trying to pull him through the cage because she doesn't want to leave him behind. She feels bad, like, I don't want to leave him here, stuck here. Like, I want him to heal, I want him to come out, and he can't come out. Like, he can't come out of the cage. And so she's crying, right? And so some of you maybe have been in a situation where you've been wanting to move on, but there have been people you're trying to heal, or people you're trying to take with you, or people you're feeling bad about leaving behind. Like you're the person who puts out the fires, and you're like, it's time to go. It's time to go. I can't do this anymore. So I feel like it's bittersweet, and like the inner child is happy that the inner child can go and be free and enjoy life and not have this big burden on their shoulders. But then on the other hand, it's like, there's a little bit of sadness of like who is getting left behind. And that's the vibe I'm feeling here around this Ten of Swords. I feel it's a bittersweet departure. The next card that's coming up here for the Aquarius collective is the Nine of Wands. So there might be people coming to you with these decisions that you're coming into, these ideas you have for the future, and they might be telling you, oh, you shouldn't do it, it's not a good idea. But Nine of Wands says, protect what you've worked for, protect what you've brought together. So in other words, I feel like a lot of the Aquarius are about to do something, and then other people are saying, oh no, you can't do that, that's not a good idea. So like you've already accepted a new job and they're telling you this isn't a good idea, or you've already made a decision to move, or you've already made a decision to marry somebody, or whatever the case, and they're saying, oh no, you can't do that, this isn't a good idea. And so Nine of Wands is saying, don't let people talk you out of your path. Don't let people talk you out of your decisions. Some of you are opening up to new options. Maybe you haven't made the decisions just yet, but you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to put myself first. I'm ready for the next thing. I'm ready to be happy. But you might have worries or concerns of like, gosh, what if I repeat this old cycle? What if I'm walking away from this thing, but what if I walk right into it somewhere else? And Nine of Wands is saying this is not your first rodeo. You know what the red flags are, you know what to look out for, you don't have to be scared. Just pay attention and allow your experience to guide you. You've seen every dirty little trick in the book, you've seen every little manipulation, you know what the red flags are. As long as you're paying attention, you're not going to give your time and energy to the wrong thing, because you'll recognize when it's something you shouldn't trust. You'll recognize when it's something that's shady, because you've seen it all. There's nothing new anybody can fool you with. So just stay alert and pay attention. And that way you're not going to repeat the same thing again. The next card that's coming up here for the Aquarius Collective is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords could be a contract coming in, but also like a truth being revealed. Somebody being very honest with you about their expectations, their desires, what they want, what they're looking for. This could be you. You being very honest and you being very direct. Coming into a time of like, look, don't waste my time. These are my expectations. This is how it's going to be. So you may be coming into situations being a lot more outspoken. I don't know if outspoken is the right word. Maybe direct is a better word. Just being very, very just plain, very clear, very direct. An Ace of Swords is a card that comes up for me in readings when there's a significant crown chakra clearing that's happening. So you might find that you're having a lot of ideas coming in this week that are going to be making your life a lot easier. You're figuring out how to approach things in a more efficient way. You're feeling solutions. You're seeing solutions where once you only saw problems. You're seeing a better way of doing things. You're breaking out of limited thinking, low self-esteem, negative self-talk. You're breaking out of all of those negative thought processes. And so this could also increase third eye activity. This could also increase intuition. Sometimes this can come in with migraines or like pressure in the head or in the crown. So some of you maybe need to look out for that. If you are having migraines, there was a time that I was having really severe migraines and nothing helped. Nothing helped. Like not even Excedrin or like the migraine medicines and the extra strength, nothing helped. And it would be so bad I couldn't even leave work because I couldn't open my eyes to look at light. I couldn't drive. I couldn't even get on a bus. Like I was just completely with this massive migraine. I couldn't move. I just like had to hide in my cubicle. And we were lucky enough that we were above a juice shop. Like it was like in LA, so it was like, trendy little juice bars and stuff. And one of my coworkers was kind enough to run down and he brought me back some celery juice. He had them juice celery. And he was like, just drink this and your migraine's gonna be gone. And it was like almost instantaneous. And I will never forget that. And so till this day, I try to keep celery around because sometimes I do get migraines. And there was a time that nothing helped. But celery juice, like freshly juiced celery, oh my gosh, it was a miracle. I could not believe how quickly it cleared away migraines. So I'm just going to put that out there. If any of you have been dealing with migraines or if you might deal with migraines in the coming week and you're wanting a natural approach, you're not wanting to take medicine, I highly recommend trying celery juice. I'm just putting that out there because some of you might need it as you're going through this crown chakra clearing. But again, I feel a lot of ideas coming your way. You may even want to jot these ideas down because for some of you, they're going to be coming in so quickly and you might say, oh, I'll remember it, but then you're not going to remember it. And so I think there's a lot of like gold here coming in that you don't want to miss out on. So maybe jot them out. Even most people have cell phones and most cell phone apps have most cell phones have apps where you can take notes. You can even like take notes in your phone. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you have a tablet or a phone, even if it's, putting down notes in that way or like just carrying around a paper and pen, however you want to do it. But jot down these ideas as they come in. Or voice note, right? A lot of phones have a little voice app. You can do a little voice note recording your ideas as they come in. Now, your next card here is another major arcana card. A lot of the signs are getting major arcana cards. So major arcana card energy is going to be around for a while. So things happening in the week are setting things in motion that are really opening up doors for some of you here in your love life. This could also be Gemini energy. If you have Gemini placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. That might be a significant soulmate as you're coming into a new chapter. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be. Maybe some of you are doing business with a Gemini here, or if it's a romantic relationship, figuring out the business of the relationship, figuring out the practicalities, and coming to terms and agreements with the Gemini. This could also just be coming to terms in terms of love in general, because the Lover's card can be love and relationship. It's also a card of balancing what we want. What do we want, and what are we willing to do to get it? How much is too much? What are the deal breakers? So there could be a restructuring of priorities here for some of you as well. Lover's card is also a card that comes up for me in my readings when you've been trying to manifest something, like maybe you want something new and you're walking away from the old things, but maybe you're not sure really what that is or what that looks like. So sometimes the Lover's card comes up for me in readings when your guides are about to take you to this little buffet. They're about to say, how about this? How about this? How about this? So some of you are coming into a time of sampling, whether it's sampling different experiences, different modalities that you might be getting into, different career paths, different occupations, different love situations, scenarios. You may be coming into a time where your angels and guides are bringing you out samples so that you can get more clear about what you want and how you want to move forward. You may want to check out your other videos, your other placements. Sometimes your other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a playlist in the description, so it'll be easy to find the other videos. And if you would like to check out the love videos, also linked in the description. And if you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, link in the description. That will take you to my scheduling page. Also, I am having a sale right now on the 30-minute video readings. Usually they're 50. I'm doing them for 25. So if you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, there's definitely a good time to take advantage of the sale that I'm having through the 31st. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.